everybody doing? It's Friday. That's good. The rain temporarily has stopped. It's another week of Frog Melodies. Welcome back. I've got my good sign going here. I've got a plan for you, so that's good. And if you're seeing this for the first time, Frog Melodies is my new podcast, taking from both Party in the Frog and also from the Voters Room, where I played songs for you. And I'm trying to combine the two. And what I know is that nothing happens in a straight line, at least not in my world. There's always some kind of zigzag. And so I'm working through the zigzag, working through getting this going and getting everything set up the way it should be. I have a line on guests that eventually will be coming into the podcast, and that will be exciting. So stay tuned for that. So we'll do maybe a little feature today about some nice folks. And just kind of work our way through. So just some updates. This was a big week. Oh, I left this over here. Hold on one sec. It was a big week because we had a lot going on. And let's see, where did I put that? Almost had it ready to go. But Farm Girl made it to 101.5 New Country, the radio station. And so that was just amazing. That was truly amazing. And let's see, where's my... I sent it to myself. It didn't show up in here. Where is it? Maybe it didn't come. Hold on. I know I'm live, so I'm using multiple iPads here to try and get this going. But anyway, 101.5 New Country played Farm Girl on Sunday night, and that was exciting. And it was great because I was at Music Speaks with just a great handful of singer-songwriters. I had Kelly Williams, and I had Anna Calvin, and we had Josh Jones and Savannah Jones and little Stevie Jones. And Bram showed up to hang out, and that was it. Like, we had a great night. It was raining and storming, and there's a lot going on. And so, you know, it wasn't a full night, but everybody got to play a nice long set, and we really enjoyed listening to each other in that environment. It was great. We're in the back of sidelines, which is really cool, more like a listening space. So that was great. And while we were there, people were texting me that Farm Girl was on the radio, so that was very exciting. And you can request it. At the end of this, I'll add in a post. I might have it on my phone. I can show you. Let's see. So I can just have you guys write down this number. Just doesn't want to show up for me right now. That's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it later. Or you can call in and request Farm Girl. 101.5 New Country. So that was great. Yesterday, I'm wearing this shirt because yesterday was Hugo's birthday. And it was also, in addition to Hugo turning 9, it was the, 4 years ago. In 2022, I released The Adventures of Hugo the Round Pug, the first edition. And I am working on and really hoping to get book 2 of HTRP out on June 22nd, which would have been Wolf's 10th birthday. So it's going to be magical to me to have that done. Spending time with pictures of Wolf so I can sketch him for the pictures of that. The book 2 is already written, and it is really featured, focused largely on Wolf and some other characters like Lolly and Cats. And so it'll be a good version to dedicate to him. And I can't tell you how much I miss him, but he's in there. And then, of course, I'm adding things in because Ellie Mae, as you could probably imagine, likes to just kind of take over. She's quiet right now, which is good. She's very tired still from yesterday. My kids came. My daughter came with her boyfriend and her 2 besties, and they brought boyfriends, and we had a poetry reading for Hugo. They all wrote poems. I did not tell them to do this. They just stood up and had a really kind of a poetry slam for the bash. It was called the bash. They had the fireplace on the TV and set the mood. And Chandler D had written some haikus, and we had some great rhyming lyrical poetry, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. And so I got that on film. I'll have to make a reel of that soon. And what else is new? We have Pontoon Brewing. We tried that. That was great, and we have that coming up on June 3rd. On June 4th, we have our first showcase at Cucina Bar in Buckhead, which is a great Italian kitchen. It's beautiful there and a very neat space. Oh, I spoke too soon. And we'll be doing that, so I'll be posting about that. And I'm not sure what's going on up there. That sounds like somebody's loops, but we shall give it a second. Hold on. Ellie Mae! Yeah, I think she just likes to be heard. That's kind of what it is. So now I close my notes. Let's see. Where did this go? Let's see. Where are you? Search. That distracted me. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay. Here's my list. So where was I? Told you about what's coming up. Told you about what's happened. And again, I'm going to have guests. Like this week, I went out to Third Door and had a great time listening to singer-songwriters. And I ran into Tommy Wills and Christy Hutchison, and they gave me this cool shirt. Now, I don't know if this was from me or Hugo since it's his birthday, but I love it. And I want to give them a shout out for that. That was really cool. I can't wait to wear this. I almost wore it today, but I thought, oh, I'll focus on the HTRP today. But back to that, yeah, gonna get that out. That should be available on June 22nd. I'll start posting more about that soon. And gonna have guests on. Christy and Tommy are definitely two that will be showcased here on Frog Melodies. And I'm still figuring this out, of course. As you know, it takes some time to get things started. So today's episode will, again, be somewhat short, but that's okay. I have been writing a lot of songs, and so that's good. And I do have that ready to go and can play that song for you. And so I'll go ahead and do that. Last week I played Jellyfish, if you missed it. This one is a song that kind of came to me just about how stuff can be going on with people, and, you know, we put on a face, you know, always reminds me of Madonna when I say saving face because of Vogue, but that's kind of what it is. You know, we put on a face because we don't really know what's going on with each other, and we just try and put out our best face most of the time. And so this song is called Saving Face, and it's probably a good band song, is what I'm hoping, because I think it's got some good room for that kind of thing. But here it goes. We'll just give it a go, right? See how it turns out. I've only played it once or twice, so here we go. Now you think you know me, believe what you see. Perception is so easy, but it's not reality. Instead of being a friend, you walked away. My time of need, yeah, you've landed in gray. And the truth has to hide, is it up in disguise? And truth can be a lie, and truth can make you cry. Believe what you want, but you'll never know why. It's not about you, saving face as a prize, yeah. Last week you ignored me, didn't answer my calls. Decided not to show up, built another set of walls. When I ran into you, had nothing to say. Cause you think you know what my truth is today. But the truth has a lie, put up in disguise. And truth has to hide, and truth can make you cry. Believe what you want, but you'll never know why. It's not about you, saving face as a prize, yeah. I'd like to confess, just protecting my pride, keeping my secrets mine until after I die. So believe what you want, but judge me if you must. From ashes to ashes, and dust to dust. Yeah, the truth has to hide, dress it up in disguise. And truth can be a lie, and truth can make you cry. So believe what you new tune. I tried playing it multiple different ways, so it's weird how it comes together. And I guess that's today's chat about songwriting is, you hear the song and you start playing the song, and I was playing it as bar chords, and then I was playing it, as kind of just standard chords or whatever they're called, and then I tried, just this one shape. Practicing with kind of making some other sounds in the chords, which takes time. Like, I can do a few other things with that song, but I'm not ready to do that in front of anybody. So, of course, that's going to take some time to practice, and, practicing guitar has to be a priority. It's just one of those things where I've been trying to do it for at least 10 minutes a day, which doesn't sound like much, but it does pay off. 10 minutes a day will at least keep your fingers in shape, and it's good to practice. And 10 minutes typically always turns into an hour at least. I can lose a day and forget other things I'm supposed to do because I was playing guitar practicing. So that's today, just kind of do a little bit every day. I've had a lot of people, say, oh, I wish I could play guitar. Well, you can, just do it a little every day. And a year is going to go by no matter what you do. And so you might as well, if you do 10 minutes a day of whatever it is, in a year, you'll have put a lot of minutes in that. What is that, 36,000 minutes maybe? Something like that? That's math. 3,600? Maybe 3,600. Still a good amount to make change. And that's what you want to do. So, so go ahead and, if you can, different thing. Go ahead and please request Farm Girl on 101.5. And, I think I posted, but I don't know if we had a stream. Maybe we did. I don't know. It's been a very confusing week. But the ISA Awards is still going on. That celebration is in August, and so I'm very excited to be part of the International Singer-Songwriters Association and those 3 wonderful awards. And then there was Best of Cherokee. That was very nice. The Georgia Country Awards start soon, so I'll be finding a new way to ask for your vote for that. That'll be fun and exciting for June. I can't believe it's almost June. It's crazy. A very crazy, crazy time. Let me see if there's anything else that I wrote down. I don't know where my phone is. Oh, there it is. That I wanted to tell you today. Next week I will have some guests. I'm determined and putting people on schedule for next Friday. So tune in. I'll be promoting it this week once I confirm which of my guests will be sharing their beautiful gifts with us. So next week will be the first ones that have folks coming along. Oh, I did put this on YouTube. I did create a podcast section of my YouTube channel. I have not yet uploaded all the videos, but I will, including this one. And we'll just watch the evolution of this. I have great visions of this being big, like really cool and big. So we'll see how long it takes to get there. It's going to take a little while. And then, but again, sometimes you have to start before you're ready, or you don't start at all. And so that's why I decided to do this. I have other ideas as well to help this grow better. Not looking at my phone, but maybe I have a whiteboard. I found it, a little whiteboard. So I make myself my notes on there. That's one thing I can do. Little things. And I guess that's another thing to talk about too is the little things that make the difference. Like the 10 minutes on guitar, having a whiteboard with my outline instead of having to open my phone. New songs will be new songs. It's just what they are. But that's all good and exciting stuff. And I know I'm forgetting something, but big news of today is that I'm working on HTRP for June 22nd release, publishing, whatever you call books. I forget. And that'll be all probably on Amazon as well. And of course I'll be spamming you about that. And so I'm going to go get back to drawing because that needs to be done. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. It looks a little stormy. Sunday, I am supposed to be at Sunset Grill. I thought it was last week, but it's this week. Sunset Grill 1 to 4, if it does not storm. And then, of course, we have Sidelines for Music Speaks on Sunday night. And if you're not playing, text me, message me of when you want to play. And otherwise, if you want to just come out, just come out. They have great food. It's a great community. It's a lot of fun. And we'll have a good time. All right. Have a good Friday. Bye. I can't get this thing to turn off.